Hey everyone, Rushlock here, and we are starting episode, I think this is 5, and today we begin with 422 million of our Alpha to Omega run here, about, what is that? Not quite a quarter. Maybe not even quite a quarter, a fifth. I still haven't looked on the Jita character to see what we need to get to. Last time it was 2.8 bill, but I suspect it'll be a bit cheaper this time around due to the promotions and sales going on, and or not going on, compared to last month. Gonna hop into Diddle. We've got Tripwire, we've got Discord post, all the things posted here. As always, different tools and communication platforms are all linked down below the video in the description, so be sure to check that out. We are just getting started today on our 5th run for Alpha to Omega. We're in an Minmatar probe. We used a Heron last time, and I want to see if I notice any significant change in performance between the two runs. Since the newer players should be full clearing sites for the practice of scanning and hacking, like, I don't think the lack of the cargo scanner is going to make a big difference, but we'll see. Shad, you are indeed first. Vinny, you're third, and you're second, Vinny. You can be second and third, Vinny. That's probably come up in your life before. Hey, Ridger, welcome back. Vinny, I worked on a recording this morning, and I successfully didn't name drop you. There were 2 times in this project where I've wanted to prop you up as the shining E-boy example, and then I didn't. I did not. Per your responsible and reasonable request. KP, let's go here. ORC is also old, but all those on ignore. There's a bunch of nerds in that system. A Synesis, no thank you. That Synesis would come right for us. Hey Cassius, welcome back. Alright, we're not dropping frames so far this morning, so it's already an improvement. A probe? Let's go here. They're sitting on a perch they have out there, it looks like. Do we have information on the SIGs? We do not, so 2 potentially fresh SIGs for that nerd. Outrigger ran 2 havens on Sunday, got the maze both times. Outrigger, easy game, easy life. Now, do you sell bookmarks to those mazes, or do you run the mazes yourself? I've heard the mazes are very quick to run, compared to a lot of DEDs, so. But I don't have any first-hand experience with them. Man, this system is stacked. Nerds and Local are a naming convention with not on D-scan. Let's bounce off the sun first. Get the probes out. Control B. Just sold 220 mil each. Easy game, easy life, Outrigger. Well done. Very well done. Those are my probes, thank goodness. Let's go here. Down to 2AU. We'll punch back over this way. That's a quick hour of ratting, Ridger. Alright, combat side on this side. Let's go over here. You have to look at the directions the gates point to know how to run it. Yep, I've heard about them. I just don't have like the personal experience of having done so. But I've heard they're very fast in terms of time investment. Let's go here. Now, Vinny, are you up early this morning? Did you thaw out early, or is there some kind of unfortunate incident that has caused you to be up at this hour? Because you're usually trying to warm back up for another hour, I think, before braving the world. We got level 1 relic site to start with. Could be cherry-picked by that probe we saw earlier, but maybe not. Had to pee. Gotcha. Yep, that'll get me from time to time already. Vinny, how long has it been, if you had to guess, like number of years ballpark, since you were able to sleep through the night without having to get up and go pee? Because I'm sure for me it's been like a single-digit number. Like it's a relatively newer experience. It's been 832 years since you last could sleep through the night without getting up to go pee. We'll run that by the math department. I'm not sure it's going to come back as fact-checked well for you, but we'll see. It's a long time. I used to drink that factors in. I gotcha. Data? Let's go back to the 2. Bring this down. Gorlorb, what math are we checking? I asked Vinny how many years it had been since he could like sleep through the night without having to get up to go pee. And his answer was 832 years. I was looking for more perspective on like, well, Rush, you know, at this decade of age is when that started up, and at this decade of age, that's when this stopped working, and math checks out, Gorlorb. Looks good here. Ridger. I don't think Vinny's ready for that life step yet. I don't think Vinny's embraced it yet. I'm sure once Vinny does, he'll tell us, but... Vinny, I was drinking pretty heavy when I was in my 30s. And so you feel like you reached the point of needing to get up every night and go pee earlier because of the drinking, I'm guessing. Let's move this over here. And he says, yes? Okay, gotcha. The drinking and the endless stream of loose women.
We're not just doing this for money.
Which do you think had a bigger impact on your...
We're doing it for a shitload of money.
Capacity of sleeping through the night without having to pee? Was it the drinking or the women? Like, probably both, but like, which do you think was the bigger contribution? T-Do says, way too long, 73 months on the Prime. T-Do, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Thank you very much for the support. You have opened up an early bird hype train window. It would take 2 professional shills who are not T-Do to cheer 100, gift a sub, drop a Prime, or hit the resub button to kick off the first hype train of the day. We'll see if we can get there. But thank you, T-Do. 73 months, T-Do. That is 6 years and a month. 6 years and a month. Like, you had toddlers when you found the channel, T-Do. Ridger says, the wife yelled at me last night. Went to the boys' baseball practice and made a mixed drink to get through it. Woman just made it burn to pee, not going to do it. Wait, these are 2 different comments from Ridger, though. Wait a minute. The wife yelled at you last night because you made a mixed drink, went to the boys' baseball practice and made a mixed drink to get through it. You made the mixed drink at home, I presume. You didn't make it there. How would that happen? I need more context, Ridger, for this story to make sense. Like, was she there? And she was mad that you had a drink and she didn't? Was she mad that she became the DD? Was she not even there and you were completely stupid? Like... The youngest was 2 at the time, T-Do, when you found the channel. Damn. This system, or this system's messed up. Vinny, why are there 5 data sites in one system? What is this crap? 5 datas. Let's pull the probes in. It's a level 1 relic site. Could be nothing. We'll find out when we get there. No, Ridger, I need more context for your order of operations for your mixed drink. Did you make it before you left the house? Like, when did she become angry? She was mad. I took it to practice from home. So was she at the practice also, or was it just you? And why was she angry? Was she angry because you had the drink? Was she mad because she didn't have a drink? Like, someone hexed you and didn't even gloat about it in chat, Gorlorb, right? All these dumb data sites. Nothing on DScan. Let's unlock this up. Now, both or one of these characters in local could be camping the site. It's possible. We're not carrying any cargo, so if we lose the ship, that's actually a good thing, because we'll wake up in Rennes. And we'll be able to buy an upgraded setup. We'll see how this goes. 2, that's not good. That's also not good. Gotta put that over there. That's why we save tools for as long as possible. To maximize their usage. Grab the wrench. Make sure nothing back there. 5, that's gross. 2, 1, fudge, alright? We have the coherence, let's clear this out now. We found the core, but I don't have the coherence for it. That's not good. That's not good. Now we need 2 tools to clear up the mess we have so far. Fuck. Okay, that's not what I want to do either. That's bad. Also bad. Yep, we need 1 source of coherence to get through this thing. This damn game, guys. This damn game. Alright, let's go and reset it. She, yeah, she was there. She said, I didn't need that there. I said, this is the main reason I do need it. Oh, God. These people are annoying. Oh, man. She was adding on, right? Now, Ridger, we don't have the background, Ridger. Like, you might have a drinking problem we don't know about. Ooh. First can of the day, 74 million, 9 intact armor plates. Easy game, easy life. Never doubted it for a moment. Already getting fat paid today. If this loot makes it back, we'll crack 500 million. Nice that you've got frames per second rather than... Yeah, oh man. Seconds per frames, right? Now don't jinx it. It's still early. We've only been on 10 minutes. And the frame droppage didn't start yesterday at the start of the stream. What I noticed about the weather is it's going to increase like 10 or 20 degrees very quickly in the morning. I'm guessing that's what's causing the interruption when it happens, but we'll see how it behaves today. 3, 2, 1. There's the core. 3 million. A solid can. Let's go over this way. I'll prop 1 time. Plates are now up to over 8 million. It's crazy, T-Do. It's just getting easier and easier to plex. We'll see how this run goes, though. This is the 5th session for the character. It's already over 400 million. Grab the tool. It's a lot of 2s. Grab the tool. 2, 1, yuck. Wait, how the fuck is that? Oh, fuck. There's one over here. It wasn't the core. Rule of 6 means we found the core. Slow down. Slow down. Okay, I found the core, but I have no tools to work with. Fuck you. Alright. Nope, not a tool. Nothing over there. Nothing over there. Nothing over there. Nothing anywhere. Well, shit. Alright, well. Let's start this one over. Hey, Win. Lurking in here today. Have a good stream, Rush. Thank you, Win, for the lurk and the well wishes. I hope you're doing well. Also, 3C and Acid. First ones get points in for the large skill injector giveaway today. Thank you both very much. Ridger, I wouldn't say it's a problem, but others might, or maybe they do. Ridger. At least you're not in denial. Do you have a drinking problem? Only when I'm interrupted. Alright, we found the core. Can completes. 1 million. Let's go this way. Prop once, and we're good. Hey there, Acid. Killed a noob in a Heron Navy yesterday. Didn't have his Explo permit. If they were in a Navy Heron, they're not a noob. I mean, it could be a noob, I guess, but they're not like a noobro. They wouldn't be in that ship anyway. Did they fight back, T-Do? I hope in the Heron they actually shot back at least. Otherwise, what's the point of flying it? Also, what were you in, T-Do? What were you flying? Ridger? Hey, Kilgore. Alright, that was a junk can with a +1 in local. We're gonna go for this can next. Now, the person could have it pre-scanned already. That's entirely possible. We're gonna watch see what we see on D-scan. Gorlorb. They didn't have anything. Like, they didn't have any weapons? You were in an Astero, okay. So you were never in any danger. Core probes, alright, so they're not combat probing. So we're gonna leave 1 can up to be, you know, an asshole. This nerd has the audacity to drop probes while we're hacking. Hey, this is not good. Not a good start. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like this at all. Second hack attempt. Probes are still out. Grab the tool. I have a lot of rule of 6 here. We've re-rolled the cannon to a better composition. Click, click, click. Scoop the loots. 1 million. If I'm in EY, I want to go to TU. So let's go that way. Goodbye forever. Look at the system. All those SIGs. Only 1 ruin. Disgusting. They are 3C, yeah. I agree. Can the Navy Heron tank better than the Bait Heron? I haven't seen that, Gorlurb. I know you're asking 3C, but yeah, I haven't seen someone brick tank one to find out. Alright, what else are we missing? We're good there. Let's knock these out. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So the probe we've seen before. We need to get into Y9. Go take a look over there. We'll put the SIGs in tripwire for future reference. Getting the pilot and locals in a probe. The Kankapura Astero, Gorlorb. I don't think it would be able to win against the Astero personally. I could be wrong. I guess it came down to how effectively they could defang it, right? Dread Shells, good morning. Glad you could join us today. Try unplugging. Welcome back. We got lucky on our first can today, finding 9 plates. The site total yielded about 80 million. No in local here. What do we have? Tripwire says they're both new to me, really. Okay. Now, we have 2 other people exploring nearby. BA is a small SIG, so we can ignore it. The probes are larger than the SIG. So it can't be a relic and it can't be a data, so we take it off our list. Bring an alt for what, Gorl? Oh, for beating the Astero. Man, that Gorlorb, a dirty blobber. Then complains why there's no, good solo PvP. Where's the 1v1 Gorlorb? Gorlorb probably wants off-grid links to come back, too. It's one of those people. Let's go here. I already won Eve, I'm just shitposting Gorlorb. What about your alt, though? Alright, we've got a level 1 relic site. We're going to punch into it. Maybe picked. Again, we have 2 explorers nearby. With all the traffic nearby, we're going to try and get onto the ruin quickly. I'd love to complete the remains. But if someone comes into local, the ruin is the only primary objective. Site looks fresh. We're going to land. We're going to click, 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 and we're going to burn. Dreadshells, it's been a long time since I've played, so I don't remember. The site spawns are constellation-based correct. Incorrect. As soon as one site is finished, another site spawns somewhere else in the constellation. No. No. They respawn about 5 minutes later, but not in the same constellation. You're not the only person to think that, though. So maybe once upon a time it worked that way, and then it changed, is my guess. But yeah, it doesn't work that way, and it hasn't worked that way for quite some time. It may work that way for some of the event sites. That's possible. But definitely not for... And the reason for it, Dreadshell, is so... Eve Scout, or Signal Cartel, did an experiment once where they put a pilot in every system in a region. Completed a site, waited, and it did not respawn in the same region. So not only does it not need to respawn in the same constellation, it also doesn't need to respawn in the same region at all. So my working theory is that the SIGs respawn in an equal type of space, meaning if you complete a Sancha relic site in Nullsec, it will respawn in one of the Sancha Null regions within 5 minutes. Holy crap, this can is garbage. Local still good. Let's go for attempt number 2. 3C, right? I've only been back in the game about 3 months, and extractors were a bit too pricey for you, yeah. They just had a sale on them, though, so I don't know if the market is still having the prices bottomed out or not. Oh my god, these things are like death sentences. I don't think we can complete a red can after that kind of interaction. Then we hit a suppression or a restoration node, rather. 3, 4, 2, 1. So good news, bad news. I've got the core, but I have absolutely no tools to work with. The wrench is a good start. Okay, but not enough. 4, 2, fuck. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Nothing over there. Nothing over here. Nothing over there. 4, 5. So 4. If that was a 4. 1. Oh, man. Easy game, easy life, everybody. Red can with... Oh, fuck you guys. CCP with a completely empty ruin. No loot in it whatsoever. Clutch hack. Thank you, Dreadshells. I'm glad somebody will appreciate that. Despite CCP putting absolutely no loot in the can whatsoever. Making us work for it. For nothing. So it's based on the largest possible parameters of the game mechanics to allow. Gotcha. That's my assumption, Dreadshells. I don't know that for fact, but based on the information I have access to, that is my leading theory on how that operates. It gets a little bit problematic with like class 1, 2, and 3 wormholes having the same types of sites. Does that interact with it or not? I presume not, because I don't think they have the tech to have that kind of a pool behave properly. So I think class 1, 2, and 3 wormholes have their own pool that they randomize from. Not in the mood to cherry pick today. I don't have a cargo scanner, so otherwise we would. I'm warping off this one because another known explorer just hit local, and I want to slow them down by letting them finish the site. Clutch hack into an empty can. Nice, right? Like, just an extra FU on the way out the door. Let's go here. These 2 6 were here before, so they've either been cherry-picked, or this node was like one system over before. I don't know what they're up to. Strange. Alright, let's see. What is this? Some kind of scam. Very good. Blah, blah, blah. Huh. Alright, it's all junk. Let's go here. Let's get into XHQ. I really should dump off this loot, so let's do that real quick. Let's... For my own entertainment, I would normally just take this loot with me, deeper into the route, but I want this series to show people, here's what you should do. And instead of just telling them what they should do and not following it myself, I'm going to follow my own advice and dump off the loot real quick, because we're only 2 jumps away. Then we'll get back out there. Let's see, Stu, haven't logged in for long now. How much is Plex? I didn't check recently. Last month, it got up to 2.8 for a month of gameplay, 2.8 bill. And then they had a Plex sale that will dip it back down, so that's the most recent information I have at the moment. About 350, there you go, Vaporizer. Thank you for the follow, and welcome. About 350. Or about 20 hours of gameplay if you can scan and hack competently. Which is what I'm doing right now, Stu. I'm on an alpha character, brand new character, starting with nothing. It's already about to be at 500 mil. We've played it only for maybe 3 hours, maybe 4, at most. Hey, Shad. Wait, Shad was here at the start. That's right, he was first. That lurk threw me off. Earlier this morning, Elderwolf said he needs to start building his shill plot in Shillville. I agree. If you've not, like, many of you have claimed your plots in Shillville. But I need them to also send me a DM with how they're going to build their plot. If you don't know how or you need help, just ask. We can just sort it out. See, I'm lurking in between lunch and work and life. Yep, nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's find the plates, or the probes rather. Invert and go here, and go there. I am shocked at how few people have claimed bricks, given the limited quantity. Exactly, Shad. Now, that's on me though, Shad. I haven't communicated the urgency of like, hey, nerds, get your bricks quick, or say goodbye forever, right? Or it'll be more expensive later when you have to provide your own bricks and shill for the brick space. Gorlorb, how fun would it be if you go into a SIG with 20 SIGs? Go into a SIG with 20 SIGs. What does that mean? Maybe they're trying to say, like, go into a wormhole with 20 SIGs. Clear all the relics, then wait for explorers, then tell them that there are potentially lucrative relic sites, that you have too much money, so they should take them. Then watch as they scan them, only realize they've been scammed. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun, Gorlorb. I mean, a system with 20 SIGs. I'd have to find a system with 20 SIGs before I could even hope to have that experience. See, Mr. Herodes, I'm probably destroying your name, but hello and welcome. Are you into production? No. And using the loot or just selling it off? I'm just selling it off with high-sec buyback. High-sec buyback is there. If anybody is new to EVE, that's the fastest, easiest, laziest way to turn your junk, your space junk, into liquid ISK. Now, if you want to be a space trucker and you want to put things up for sale and wait for them to sell, then relist the ones that don't, and so on and so forth, we're not talking you out of it. But if you want to save time and be lazy, high-sec buyback is the way to go. Bookmark the first link. Click the third link for a how-to on how to use it. It's like a 90-second clip. It's super short. And of course, if you have questions, just ask. But you know, and I'm aware of how they're used, though, in general. The intact armor plates are used for armor rigs, and the enhanced ward consoles from Guri Space are used for the shield, the shield rigs. Shad, Lego Brick FOMO should be strong. Yeah, I'll have to make a post about that, FOMO. Absolutely. Get those nerds riled up. Carrier routing sucks now compared to when you last did it. Oh yeah, definitely, Ridger. Absolutely. Shad wants an early and often Patreon shout-out, Shad. We'll do our best. If any of you have not seen our Patreon page, our goal this year is to become less dependent on Twitch revenue and build up our Patreon to cover our overhead. If you've never seen Patreon before, it's an alternative subscription service where we get to keep 95% of the support compared to Twitch, where we only get to keep about 50% of it. So if knowing where your money and your support is going is important to you, consider using Patreon. Every month you get bonus points for picking content for the stream. Also, any Patreon supporter can interact with Shillville. The details are in Twitch chat. For every $1 in Shillville, you get 2 plot points to build on. See, Herodes, I just got into a small-scale production and still figuring out what would be best to produce with these salvage things. Small scale, I've always been advised for ammunition, drones, basically things that are consumable, that have a high sell rate. That's always what's been recommended to me by others for new people getting into manufacturing. Alright, one new SIG, we've got Nerd and Local. Dreadshell says, Rush, I was thinking, this group that did the site spawn study, did they consider that CCP made an inverse of the quantum parlor trick? Like, particles don't exist unless we're looking at them? I don't think anyone's going to give CCP that much credit for tool developments, or tech developments. In reverse, so the sites won't spawn there, they normally spawn if they're looking at them. I'm just kidding, tinfoil hat conspiracy. Nope, that's understandable. But how do they test it with no one there? Hey, Big Panda. One way to 1 mil Omega is to get couple 100 million ISK, buy Plex with those, get more ISK, rinse and repeat. Oh, I gotta reread that one. Nobody in local, 1 SIG is new to me. Rats landing. Probes out. Go here. There we go. Panda says, one way to, oh, maybe 1 month Omega, is to get a couple 100 million ISK, buy Plex with those, get more ISK, rinse and repeat. That's definitely a way to do it. That's what we're demonstrating here of how accessible it is. With a day 1 character, day 1 skills, starting with nothing. And doing it in a reasonably short amount of time. Now the big trick is finding an activity you enjoy doing first, and then making it lucrative, right? Sites do spawn with explorers actively scanning in them, dread shells, but that's a very fun conspiracy theory, right? Alright, we have our second level 1 relic site. The first relic site we found that was level 1 today paid out 80 million. The second one didn't have much in it, but we're going to see what this one contains. Or it could be picked. Maybe it's already been visited. We'll find out in just a moment. There was something missing from that Patreon shill, Shad. I'm trying to think of what it was. I did find, oh my god, Shad, I don't know if you were here for this. Shad, if you had to guess how many VIP badges I found that are actually still available, throw a guess out. How many do you think I found, Shad? I forgot, Shad might be busy with work stuff, but that might have been a shill request in a runoff back to work. Should spread it than gaslight any explorer with any experience otherwise. Jesus. Do you have any idea how much of my time goes toward trying to debunk crap like that, Gorlorb? And how hard of a sell it already is to tell people about the praising the sun? That was a quick fail. We tell people about snapshotting their drones aggro tables and like how to do it, and they look at you like you're just stupid. Like, you're so full of shit. There's no way that works. And it's like, I know. I know how it sounds. I know it sounds ridiculous. We've done an obnoxious amount of science on this. It's really a thing. And they're like, but I don't believe. I know, it sounds stupid. How could this possibly work? Alright, 3, 2, 1. Fuck. Okay, so this one's over there. 2, oh my god. I didn't use the tool, and I'm doomed. Alright, 2, 1. I'm gonna fail this fucking can twice, and nothing I can do about it. There's no play on this can at all. We just ripped the ruin. Whoops, there we go. Let's go this way. Probably 15 plates in there, gone forever. Neon Green, good morning, and welcome back. More encouragement to spread misinformation about exploring, waste more of Fresh's time. What? But why would I do that? Doesn't make any sense. Why would I want to waste my own time? Uh, 2, 1. There we go. You know what we could do, Gorlor? We could develop a shill where people could come up with an idea that I'm supposed to, like, fabricate. Right? And I make a YouTube video, and I say at the end of the video that this is all false and BS and not real, but only people who consume all the content will know that that's a thing. Yuck! Alright, how do I fix this can? 3, 4. Alright, there's something over here, but I don't have any coherence. Like, this is not going to work. Oh my god. I should have gone through this one. Not a tool. Not a tool. So no, I should have gone through that one. We were just doomed no matter what we did. Okay, I didn't blow that can up at least. I thought I blew that one up too. I wonder if there is a pattern to the loot table across site spawns in a region. Like if they spawn at the same time, hypothetically, if they have relational loot tables. No, they don't, Dreadshells. Well, I can't say that for certain. I can only say that confidently, that again, your estimations on their capacity for tech developments is way beyond reality. They definitely don't have any kind of dynamic loot table system, no. They have a range and a percent chance and yada yada, like... Ruins, for example, will always drop between 0 and 15 plates. Always, right? And that frequency is not dynamic. And obviously 0 is way more common than any other result, but... Yeah, that one was brutal, Dreadshells. I don't see any other play that we could have made there to get through that can, but that's just that's the experience when you're on an alpha character. Like, you're not entitled to a winnable scenario with every can. That's a hard concept for some people to grasp or wrap their heads around. Like, they're already earning in a ridiculous amounts from what they've invested, which is nothing, right? We are potentially dealing with spaghetti code here, so any insane theory is possible with enough Italian programming. Yeah, they're definitely can type based. Ruins drop 0 to 15, Remains are 0 to 5, and Rubble is 0 to 3. Is hacking worth it anymore, especially in low sec? Low sec is good for events. And then Nullsec is good for Sancha and Guri Nullsec. And then Highsec is good if you find the right type of condensers that are needed for pirate ship construction. But even that Highsec version is still, like, just mostly good for Highsecers. Like, you're going to make more Null than the other two generally. But sometimes the event rewards can really spike in value. So that's mostly on the CCP. While you're investing time, that's only if you have, like, an opportunity cost, right? So your time is worthless and of zero value unless you're having, like, another opportunity that you're passing up because of your choice and your decision. In which case you've already committed, right? You've already done the math, assumedly. I'm going to do this instead of that. So that part washes out. Let's go here. Go there. Shillville, Balrogs, that's right. Claim your plot in Shillville. Anyone who subscribed to the channel. Where is it? Shillville command. If you're a subscriber or a Patreon supporter, you have spots you can claim here in Shillville. Do so today. Follow directions in Twitch chat. And get your spot. And start building. Ghosty wants a Highsec buyback shout-out. Well, Highsec buyback got posted in chat. If you don't know about Highsec buyback, bookmark that first link immediately. Then click the third link, which is a quick 90-second guide on how to use it. Fast Liquid ISK, the best tool a new player can get into. Don't spend all your time hauling stuff back to market. Let Highsec buyback do it for you. And you'll be way more productive getting the things done that you want to do, instead of spending your time in EVE doing space chores. Alright, if we're in OY, we need to go into NR. So let's go this way. Complete the request from Ghosty. Ghosty, thank you again very much. Let's see. Neon, I got a fully hacking fit Stratios never use. Well, that sounds kind of slow. If I'm just doing hacking, I want to be in a frigate. Now, there are certain types of sites where a Stratios will come in handy for that tank. For the non-basic sites. Ghosty also getting points in for the large skill injector giveaway. Thank you, Ghosty. Alright, GF goes Old Sig. We need to go into IW. Dreadshells, you can't quantify satisfaction, though. Why not? You either enjoy something or you don't. And if you do enjoy it, you compare it to how much you enjoy something else. Easy. If you like hacking, then you should do it. I'm going to say something heretical here. Earning the ISK is a secondary benefit. No, I agree. Dreadshells, I totally agree.
We're doing it for a shitload of money.
Like, we can lead the nerds to chase the carrot at the end of the stick all day long, right? Like, what is the sweatiest, you know, hardest work but highest reward way I can make ISK and EVE? Like, sure, here's your answer. Go have fun, right? But I would always caution them, if you're doing an activity in EVE just for the ISK, or primarily for the ISK, or basically with any concern at all for the ISK, you're on an accelerated path toward burnout. Absolutely. Hey, Epic Dragon. Cassius and Balrogs, thank you for getting points in for the giveaway. Total Eclipse with the Cheer 100 becomes our first Nerd of the Day. You have the top Bits Cheer of the Day, Total Eclipse. Thank you very much for the support. Let's go Total Eclipse 08, correct? Yeah, there we go. For the rest of the day, Total Eclipse will be Nerd of the Day unless someone dethrones them before the end of the broadcast. And if they don't, you'll get a point, Total Eclipse, for picking content for a future stream, but thank you for the support. We now have 4 minutes to find 2 more professional shills who are not total. Also type Cheer 100. Gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit your own resub button to kick off the very first type train of the day. Now, the second professional shill of the day has an important job. The second professional shill puts a clock on top of Twitch chat, which creates that urgency for the shill. But we'll see if we have a second one in channel at the moment. Still fairly early. We've only been on 40 minutes. Exactly, 3C. Opening cans like opening magic packs, but cheaper. Exactly that.
We're not
Little hits of
doing this
dopamine.
for money.
Little hits of dopamine everywhere. Squeam
We're doing it for a shitload of
with the
money.
never not bleb. Shill, shill, shill. Cheer 100. Squeam, thank you very much. You have put the clock on top of chat. We've got 3 minutes counting down. Thanks to Squeam. to kick off our very first hype train of the day. Can we have an early bird hype train? Can it get unethical? Can we do early bird unethical giveaways? We'll find out here shortly. We need one professional shill who is not Eclipse nor Squeam to also type cheer 100, gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit that resub button to kick it off. We'll see if we can do it. But thank you again, Squeam. I do appreciate it immensely. Rakanos, good morning. Hope you're doing well. TikTok nurse says Squeam. We'll see if the high pressure shill works, Squeam. Oh, man. 2 minutes to go. Now, if you're already subscribed to the channel, you can refresh the stream to see if your resub button is available. If it is, smash it. That will kick off the hype train. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Prime Gaming. The link is in chat. You've already paid for it, but you have to manually redeem your reward, and one of them is a free sub to a channel every 30 days. It never auto charges you anything. You have to manually apply it each month. But one of those can also kick off the hype train. And of course, if you're not subscribed, read the ads command, learn about Dodged Kappa, and how putting Dodged Kappa in chat can increase your chances of being gifted a sub. Ridger's gotta get to work. Good luck, Mick. Thank you, Ridger. Hope you have a great day. Jeannie, good morning. Jeannie demonstrating the Dodged Kappa. The shillest of shills, Acid. Dreadshells, I dabbled with my PvP cheetah for about a month when I wanted to do something different from running sites. It was not as efficient from loot from the kills, but what was fun to buy the hunter and not the farmer. Or to be the hunter and not the farmer. Maybe it is worth it in the long run, driving competition away by increasing the risk. I agree, Dreadshells. Those are all very good ideas. Absolutely. Let's move over here real quick, put these in tripwire. There we go. We're on the final minutes of the hype train window, thanks to Total Eclipse and Squeam. We'll see if we can find that last professional shill to kick off the hype train. 40 seconds and ticking. Again, type cheer 100, gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit your own resub button to kick off that very first hype train of the day before that clock expires. And thank you again to Total Eclipse and Squeam. So we've got 2 systems in this pocket to check. A couple of nerds hanging out. Let's check G5 real quick. D-scan is clear. One more time on the Prime thing. Free sub with Prime. Correct, Neon. The Prime command here, if you click that first link, will show you how to do it. But you basically have to manually redeem your Prime Gaming rewards. So because you have Amazon Prime, you also have Prime Gaming. That's that badge next to your name. And so every month, every 30 days, you get a sub you can drop in a channel of your choice. That doesn't auto-renew, never converts automatically or starts charging or anything. But you get 30 days of sub status in a channel of your choice because of your Prime Gaming, which you get from being an Amazon Prime user. Alright, we've got 4B we need to get into. Still no intel on where these nerds are, or what they're doing. Hype train window is closed. Thank you again, Squeam, and Total Eclipse for the attempt. We'll see if any more professional shills show up later in the morning. We'll make another attempt then. But again, if you want to support the channel more directly, Patreon is the way to go. This year's goal is to become less dependent on Twitch revenue. And Patreon is the way to do that. And or the tip button. We get to keep over 95% of the revenue from those platforms. Versus Twitch, where we get to keep less than half of it. Most people don't even know that's a thing, because Twitch isn't doing anything shady. It's just business. Like, why would they pop up a warning telling you, hey, thank you for supporting content, but half your money is going to go into the ether. Like, they're not going to do that. It costs them money. So, they've got their own bills to pay and overhead. Of course, part of the transaction gets gobbled up by taxes, and that's a variable based on country to country. But for some out there, they like to know where their money's going. If your goal is to get the higher ratio of your support to where you intend it to be, Patreon and the tip button are the way to go. Patreon is a customizable subscription platform. You can set your sub to be anything you want it to be. It can be less than, equal to, or greater than your Twitch sub. And again, we get to keep 95% of that. Which, of course, is a huge help. If we had the same amount of support at the end of the year that we had at the start of the year, we would effectively double our revenue, making full-time streaming extremely more viable. Guess who, and watching from work, good morning. Hope we're both doing well. We are on our Alpha to Omega character. This is the 5th session. We've already dropped off about 80 million ISK we found in a level 1 ruin that we started off in the beginning of the day. Our revenue, like we see any of it, Shad. If it weren't for our revenue, you wouldn't see that right now. How ungrateful Shad can be. Disgusting. I'm not certain on this one. He may have even put an extra vowel in revenue. I don't think so, though. I think he actually spelled it correctly. He didn't use the usual Euro thing of jamming like 6 extra vowels into the word. How wasteful. Let's go into UTech. Watching. Dreadshells has a ship name request. Let's go to set name. Nothing but the rain. Is that a Battlestar Galactica reference? What do you hear, Starbuck? Nothing but the rain? What does he respond with? Grab your gun and bring the cat in or something like that? I don't know what they're quoting. It was Dreadshells. Look at me. Catching references like that. Watching from work, getting points in for the large skill injector giveaway. If you haven't done so already, down below Twitch chat, there's a red button that says Get Good. Click it. That'll open up your channel point menu, and from there you can put points in each stream up to 2,000 points toward that community goal. When it completes, we'll fire off that giveaway. It's already at 48%. We should definitely hit 50% today and beyond. Moreland, good morning. Hope you're doing well, and thank you for joining us. Grab your gun and bring the cat in? Yeah. Did that come from something else? Or are they quoting something else? Or is that just something for the show? I have no idea. I never knew. Sorry, I'm blowing the nose and unmuting the mic to save your ears. I was super congested and runny-nosed over the weekend, so got a little bit of it still moving around. Let's get probes out. Let's put this in tripwire. Let's also make a bookmark in this system. Both the SIGs here are new to me. Let's put that over there. Bookmark made. Moreland getting points in for the giveaway as well. Thank you, Moreland. D-scan says clear. I guess we can scan this one first. Let's go back over this way. Neon says, can't find it. I click on thing and there is a million things to claim, but I don't see where my claim to the sub is. I'm also on my phone. Ah, yeah. I think you might have to try it not on mobile. It should be in your, like, if you click the button that says subscribe to the channel, it should show up in there as well as an option. But yeah, if you're on phone, then it might be trickier. Hey, Kruk. What? This isn't a Raid Shadow Legends stream yet? I know, Kruk. I need to look at those, what do you call it? Stream element shills and see if I can get them to double dip. You got a shill for that, Elderwolf. Elderwolf, you amateur. You amateur, Elderwolf. Exactly, Kruk. Kruk says I have. Kruk and Archon have requested almost an entire week of Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, Elderwolf. You watch your ass when you try to besmirch the Raid Shadow Legends shill potential between Kruk and Archon. Oh no, they've shilled hard enough, Elderwolf. It's a weak request. I just gotta find a week that I can take to put toward it. Or if I want to, like, do multiple... I guess, like, Stream Elements will do and repeat that Raid Shadow Legends shill, though. But I don't know how doing one impacts doing future ones. Fucking Elderwolf. Right, Genie? Right? When Genie has to get on to you about paying attention, you know you fucked up. Good job, Genie. We'll do later? Yeah, no hurry, Neon. I think that line is a riff on a Jody, but not sure. I don't know what a Jody is, so that's over my head as well. What is this? Ooh. A level 3 relic site. The Nerd Left local. This is perfect. Let's see if we can get good. Also, I've been going for like an hour. I never got my audio set up. Let's put that over there, and put that over there, and now we're good to go. A week, Shad. Could you imagine a full week of Raid Shadow Legends? And me, Shad, telling people, now you need to reach level 25 to activate the shill. Some of their offers are insane, Shad. They've offered like $1,500 before, $1,600, but they're all performance-based. That's why I've always avoided them. They're all like, you've got to get this number of people. I think like 80. I think the magic number was 80. We'd get a full payout if we get 80 people to boot up Raid Shadow Legends and play to level 25 and then obviously quit, but... Elderwolf, Rush, I'm sorry. As you should be, Elderwolf. I just figured that's the problem, right? Okay, guys? Whenever you get the idea of having, like, free thoughts or wandering off and doing your own thing or, you know, just doing anything but following directions, alright? That's when problems arise, right? Think of the last 6 messes you made and realize that they all could have been avoided if you just stuck to the actual plan, right? Imagine how much easier that would have been. But Elderwolf, we forgive you. Ooh, almost fucked up that one. Alright, we got a red cam. 5 million. Let's go here first. There we go. Let's see. Immediately honor these shills. God, Elderwolf's worse than we thought. Shame on, yes, definitely shame on you. I'm trusting the community from now on over the streamer's integrity. Man. 2-1. Junk over there. Nope, this is junk as well. There we go. Almost 5 million there. Let's burn this way. Whiskey Love, it has been too long. We had that visit not too long ago. But glad to see you back and good morning. Hope you're doing well. Holy regression, Elderwolf, right? Did you take your meds this morning? Oh, God. We're going to have to sign Elderwolf up for remedial shill lessons with Adjunct Professor Genie. Nurse. I studied the corresponds versus the starting point of the hack. It was over 600 hacks. A little over half of the time, the core is in the opposite diagonal. Yeah, absolutely, Dread. I agree. That's the tendency I have as well when picking out like an initial... So like, when I make my first couple of clicks, that information is what I'm based off of. And then I start reading the numbers. Like, and that guides me a lot more of it. But here, that was a good example here. Opposite diagonal. Let's go here. Probably 2 prop mod pulses. Doing good. I'm awake early enough to catch a stream. Well, glad to have you, Whiskey Love. Always glad to see you in chat. I'm glad that you're doing well. We're on our 5th session of this character ever. It's a brand new character, Alpha 2 Omega. We've got about 500 mil so far. And we're about to hack a ruin after this can to see if we can get a fat payday. 2-1. Now, we don't pay for Omega when we hit the goal, right? Like when we achieve the success. But we instead put it into our giveaway fund. So that some lucky, unethical nerd in chat can walk away with piles of ISK that they don't even deserve. That's the best kind of ISK to have. ISK you didn't even work for. Alright, let's burn to that ruin. Moon Ninja, good morning. It's good seeing CVA back in Pravi. Eve is healing whiskey. Oh no. It is interesting, though. I definitely agree with that. Unethical elite paid actors, you mean? Absolutely. Absolutely. Some of them shilled for those badges. Maybe that's what I'll rebrand the VIP badges as. Unethical badges. Hey, Disco. No pores, Kruk? Kruk! Kruk, you don't have your plot yet. Shillville at Kruk. Kruk. You've got tier 3 sub, and wait, maybe you already have your plots. Maybe you guys haven't built yet. Let me go look. Maybe you did make a claim. I'm going to go look. Is Kruk on here? I don't see Kruk on here. Yeah, Kruk, you gotta claim your plots before other nerds stop you from getting your plots, Kruk. Kruk, you get 12 plots just for being a tier 3 sub, and then another 20 for your VIP status. Kruk, you've got 32 plots to claim. 32. And then it's time to build. Let's see what I missed in chat earlier. Dreadshell says, so what's happening in Pravi these days? Does CVA even exist anymore? They do, and they're taking Sov and Pravi. I don't know if they have a long-term plan or if they're just mucking around. I haven't seen anything shared anywhere on that front. Squeam, I don't know how to do that. Don't know how to do what, Squeam? Oh yeah, Genie, don't you have your plots claimed? Genie, you need to get some building going. If you guys need directions on how to build, the Shillville command has it all in there. Down below the Shillville map, there are directions on how to claim bricks. And as Shad pointed out early this morning, you better get your bricks quick. There's a finite number of bricks currently available. If you let other nerds beat you to claiming those bricks, how are you going to build? Oof. Less than 3 million in that can. Disgusting. Let's go over here. Oh, the plots thing, Squeam. So Squeam, go here, Shillville. So Squeam, go there, and as a subscriber, you get 4 plots. And all the directions are on that sheet. Basically, you just send me a DM on Discord with the coordinates that you want to claim. Rush, a 1x1 is just a pip. Correct, Genie. 1x1x1. There's also height, but yes, every pip is a 1x1. Rush, it started when Kyle Saltz put down a drunken iHub. And yes, it went from there, exactly. That's what Apollo was saying when it first started. It seems to have snowballed. Let's go here. Let's grab that. 2, 1. Not the core. 3, 2, 1. Also not the core. Nothing over there. There's something over here, though. But it wasn't the core. We're never going to find the core. 4, 2, 1. Fuck you, alright? We finally found the core. That took forever. More junk in this site. 20 million in our cargo bay at the moment. Data site is junk. Let's make sure it makes it to Tripwire, though. And then from FC, we're going to go into QR and burn this way. What did Shad put down? Shad has planted 2 flowers so far in his hippie plots. He's trying to beautify Shillville. Archon put down the police department's HQ in honor of Vinny. There's a new channel point redemption down below chat for a Vinny drive-by. I've got the Vinny patrol car with Vinny in it. I can drive by Shillville if someone makes the claim. I added that one this morning. 3 SIGs. How many are unknown? QR is correct. Only 1 unknown, though. That's PN. So ignore the others. Go here. Probes out. Zoom and scan. Genie has redeemed it, wants to see a Vinny drive-by. Alright, so, Genie, you'll be the first one to get feedback. How should we orientate Vinny's path, I guess? Let's see. I can put Shillville over there. Vinny can go across this way. That seems pretty legit, yeah. Give it a good push. I'll kind of bounce off the other side. That was a perfect roll. There we go. But here, you get the full Police Vinny cameo going on. Red circle here. I need to go on the bottom side? Yeah. Let's go this way. But since Genie's the first one to redeem it, we'll give them some input feedback. See, Elderwolf, I thought about putting down a pond with frogs. Where's your Jeep, Elderwolf? You casual Jeep fan? If Elderwolf doesn't have a Jeep in Shillville, what even is the point? Though a pond would look pretty cool. Right, exactly, Shad. Make a build for me under 1,000 points. Shad, you have to start charging people shill points to do their builds for them. Alright, pull that in. QR goes into 5i, then DP Tech. Fake Jeep fan, exactly. Hey there, Admiral. Welcome back. Shad says the inflation rate in Shillville is even crazier than IRL. Shit, it's expensive. Unfortunately, it hits the back wall of the desk. Otherwise, it's perfectly fine. We did it, though, without hitting the back wall. See? Didn't hit that time. Gotta find the touch. Dragon getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you, Dragon. The Jeep will just roll off, and you'll forget about it. Why would it roll off? It would be on Shillville. You could park it in Shillville. I don't know how Elderwolf gets any work done, being this dense. I guess hitting the wall is very appropriate for Vinny. Epic Dragon, also with the follow. Thank you very much, Dragon. A 1,000 point Warhammer 40k build. I'd shill for $1. Or shill that for $1, rather. Admiral, how do you build in Shillville? All the directions are on the Shillville sheets. Here. Admiral. There you go. But you have to be a landowner first, and to be a landowner, you've got to be a subscriber on Twitch, or you can support for any amount on Patreon, and you get 2 plot points for every $1 that you support on Patreon. 2 unknown SIGs, no item local. Let's go here. Start scanning this side. See, Dreadshells, the orientation is good, but I recommend some vocal sound effects for more immersion. I agree, Dreadshells. I need to find a good wee-woo on YouTube to play. Or maybe Vinny can make a video, not a video, a recording of a voice line he wants to have played when he patrols Shillville. We'll see if we can make that happen. Don't you dare park on my flowers or there'll be trouble. Does Shillville have rent or is it mine forever? It is yours as long as you pay your rent, and your rent is your subscription. As long as you're a subscriber, you've got a Shillville plot. Or as long as somebody is a Patreon supporter, they've got a Shillville spot. But their sub or their Patreon is the rent. Should we send someone to Elderwolf's house to concern check in? Isn't this kind of normal for Elderwolf, though? I don't see this as abnormal behavior, Genie. Or I mean, Genie knows Elderwolf from other streams as well, so maybe only we get this side of Elderwolf. Is that what it is, Genie? Elderwolf keeps this side exclusively for us, or us here. Okay, good to know there. Data sites. No one wants a data site. Junk sites trying to bait us into wasting our time. Let's go here. Genie. Tread shells. Gonna leave forever and go hang out with my dark and darker friends. Goodbye forever. Elderwolf, enjoy some dark and darker. Let's get into IS Tech. Yeah, let's go this way. Then BRS 25. Let's see what this is. That's good. Leave that there for now. Okay, cool. See, Admiral, okay, I definitely need to plan this building ahead. I guess like in advance, yeah, absolutely. Genie, do you have a trash can Lego? Not that I'm aware of, but there could be one in that that set that's linked that I don't know about. Let's take a look. Shillville. Genie, go here, and then do I have a link to the sets? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, there you go. The very last one, Genie, says bricks available for building can be found here. So there you go, Genie. Nerd and local. Let's go into BRS 25. Put these in tripwire. Both of them are new. We're good to go. And then if we don't Genie, you can simply go to this website and probably just search garbage can or trash can or something like that. I'm sure you can find one. Almost certainly for pennies. Then just ship it here. We'll put it in Shieldville for you. So Rush, how much are wheels going to cost you? Well, there's wheels of all different sizes, Elderwolf. Depends on what wheels are you going to put on your Jeep. Also, I'm back. My Dark and Darker friends won't put up with my shit either. Oh, man. The host sig, let's go S25. Bunch of nerds in local. That's not cool. Oh, you've got a set number for me. Okay, let me take a look. 87697. 87697. 87697. Typing's hard. Oh, you guys got tires. Okay. There are 3 tires when I look at this number. Yeah, all 3 parts here. So when I search the number, Elderwolf, which one of these are you talking about? 1, 2, or 3? Did the stream pause? No. Here comes the frame drops. Let's see what happens. F5 refresh as needed. I'm going to turn down the bitrate as well and see if that helps. Though, no frames dropping at the moment for me. So should be good now. F5 refresh if need. Okay. So it's crash gates. Punch back this way. Put this in tripwire. Very good. We catch one chat. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, Red. It dropped like 1,000 frames, like 0.5%, and then everything was fine from there on out. Back to Elderwolf. I'm sure you only have 4 of these wheels in the sets. I don't know if I have any wheels in the set, but if you're saying that I do, then there you go. How much are those wheels going to cost? Which one? 1, 2, or 3, Elderwolf? It tells me 3 things. You said something about 4, which I can't do anything about. You have the Frog 33320. 33320. 33320. Maybe? I don't know. If that link says we do, then we do, but... It's weird when I look up that Frog online, it comes back as being white. Let's go 3KB. But Genie, yeah, if that says it has it, then it has it. Gorlorb. F5. Here we go. Looked at the wrong link. Fucking Elderwolf. Fucking Elderwolf. The last one. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'll have to dig them out. If you send me a DM on Discord, Elderwolf, then after stream I can pull them out of the box and check their heights. Or their sizes in general. We send you our piece placement request in Discord. Yeah, send me a DM, Genie. A DM on Discord with your request. Absolutely. Let's see. CK is an old combat site. The other 2 are unknown. Let's go here. Put those over there. Raise it up a little bit. Ah, gotcha, Gorlorb. Yeah, I wouldn't charge individually, Elderwolf, for the rims and the tires. You get rims and tires together. For me, it's more about the space being taken up than the brick count. Or basically, you pay for the tire, but you get the rims thrown in for free, I guess. Uh-oh, Bush Kitty. Is real life demanding you actually do things? Those savages, Bush Kitty. Bush Kitty, weren't you supposed to stream like last week and this week, and what's lost in the mail now? I don't think Bush Kitty's plan is to stream. I think he's planning to just tease the stream for as long as possible. He's building hype in anticipation. Let's go here. Exactly 3C. Data in combat. Disgusting. Let's go here and go there. 3KB goes into ZR. Now, Genie has sent me their build request. They want to request the frog, I think. Let's take a look at the shill wallet for Genie. Control F. Genie. Now, Genie, you don't have a shill wallet. Genie, how are you going to... Genie, Elder Wolf, Genie, I need you two to get onto each other. Shillville at Genie, put on the bifocals and read how to build. Genie, being subscribed just gives you a plot in Shillville. To place bricks, you've got to spend points that you have in your shill wallet. How do you get points in your shill wallet, Genie? Take a wild guess, Genie. Take a wild guess. Now, the frog, without having actually taken it out and looked at it, I'm going to guess is like a 2x1, maybe? I don't know. If it's a 1x1 by like 2 heights, that's only like 100 points, I think. Genie, come on. You can't just go into the early bird restaurant with no money. Get Elder Wolf. He thought this place was Denny's. He thought he ate free over the age of whatever. So I just joined the Discord. How do I link my sub status there? Ooh, Squeam. That's a great question. Hold on. I got you, Squeam. I got you, Squeam. Let's go here. Yeah. All right. So here's Discord, right? Squeam. Oh, here, you're already here. Perfect. Let's see if this works. I'm going to try and manually do it. Where is it? Server settings. And then integrations. Yeah. Twitch. Yeah. Go here. Yeah. Synchronize. Okay. It synced last Thursday. Now it's synced again. And you're not synced yet. Alright, so here's how you do it, Squeam. Squeam, you go to your settings. Personal settings down here. You got your name and the cogwheel. Go to user settings and go to connections. Squeam, go to user settings and then go to connections. And in there you can pick Twitch and you can get it all sorted out. Once you've done that, tell me, and I'll hit that button again on my side, and that will tell us, that'll make your name blue. You'll be good to go. Let's go here, put these in tripwire. 3C, thank you for posting on Discord. Delete the old SIGs, let's punch over here. Oh, I'm already there. Probe's out then. Let's scan, I guess, this side. The VIP gang. Oh yeah, I gotta catch Shad next time Shad's around to get their guess about the VIP badges. +1 nerd and local. Let's go here first. Go to the opposite side and scan there. Watching from work, posting on Discord. Thank you very much. So Shad, I did the shill accounting and I found VIP badges. Okay, a buzzard. Disgusting. If you had to guess, Shad, how many VIP badges did I find? Let's go there. We're gonna go to, is it iTech? Yeah. I found 10. I found more than 10. I found 19, Shad. 19 VIP badges that were claimed by inactive shills. I don't mean inactive like they weren't in chat recently. I mean like they weren't on Patreon anymore than they used to be. Right, Shad? 19 fresh VIP badges back in stock. Oh, fuck this guy. Level 3. Level 3. They're going to push us off the site. D-scan range. Let's go to iTech. You've been had! I found 19 former shills, Shad. I was shocked there were that many. Lemon, I'm late to the shilling, Lemon. You're never late, Lemon. You arrive precisely when it is time to shill. Let me check. The hype train is in station. It hasn't left yet this morning. Hype Train has been in the station all morning, but we need 3 professional shills to type Cheer 100. Gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit the resub button for us to have our first Hype Train of the day. 19 people playing the game right? Apparently so. You know what's a common interaction on chat? I didn't realize this on Patreon. Is people's payment methods will expire. And so Patreon keeps trying to, like, charge a dead card, basically. And so they never show up as canceled. And so nothing ever changes. And so I have to go in manually and, like, unhook everything. I'm a shill wizard, a shizzer. 4 signatures. Now, this system had a message pop up when we first entered that nobody had been in here since downtime. And all 4 SIGs are unknown to me. Alright, let's go over here and get the probes out. We've got 4 chances to get good. Tim with the raid. Tim, thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. I am Rushlock. This, of course, is EVE Online. We're on our 5th session of a brand new character going from Alpha to Omega. We're at about 500 million so far. By doing nullsec exploration in a probe. Hey, Sludge and Xenon, good morning. Shad. Shungite, and what a deal, right? Like, what a bargain you got. Being able to have that experience Monday through Friday on Tim's channel. I am sure Tim's beard is right up the alley of a surprisingly high number of individuals. But glad you could join us today as well. Lemon had just come in before the Tim raid saying they were late for shilling, and I was explaining to them, nope, it's never late, nor early to shill. Chat shills precisely when they intend to. The hype train is in station, but we need 3 professional shills to cheer 100. Gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit the resub button to kick off the first hype train of the day. We had an attempt earlier by Total Eclipse and Squeam, but we were lacking a 3rd professional to get it out of the station. Hey, Kashsika. Hope you're doing well. We're kind of on the back final stretch of our route for the morning for the Alpha character. Once we finish the route for this character, we will switch to our Faction Warfare character.
For a shitload of money.
Ooh, level 3 relic sites. This could be the best site we find today. Let's get the probes moved over. Xenon, shill for Rush to voice more Evaganda posts. Xenon, I am all for that. Xenon, if you have any particular posts you want me to do the interaction with, thank you for the reminder. But post a link or DM it to me or something. You can even put it in the edit room on Discord if you'd like. That is an excellent reminder, and I fully support the idea. Xenon has opened up a hype train window for 5 minutes. We have now less than 5 minutes to find 2 professional shills who are not Xenon. To cheer 100, gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit the resub button to kick off our first hype train of the day. Xenon, thank you again for the bits. Very much appreciated. Pat, good morning. Pat says they obviously didn't know about the anonymous trick. That's right, Pat. They were not trained in the ways of the anonymous shill. Gonna have to rename Rush Shilldall for Mithrin Shill. I like Mithrin Shill after that. Mithrin Shill. I like that one. Mithrin Shill. It's gonna move probes over there. Rush, apparently AMC Theaters is so desperate they're now charging more for the best viewing seats in the house. Ooh. So you can't cherry pick seats anymore unless you pay extra? 2 level 3 relic sites in a system nobody's been in yet today? This is amazing. We gotta click faster. Kashika, I am glad to hear it, Kashika. Have free day tomorrow because we have holiday day in my country, Kashika. That is awesome. It's always nice to have some downtime. Let's go back to 1AU. I don't know about this one. I don't know. Let's try this side first. Go there. See what happens first. We now have 3 minutes left. Xenon is holding open the hype train window for 3 more minutes. Now, the second professional shill has a huge responsibility, as they're the one that puts the clock on top of chat. That clock can't be there unless we find a second shill to join Xenon in opening up the hype train window. Three relic sites in one system? Oh my god, guys. If you want to dramatically increase the loot drops for this this collection of sites, remember, I don't know how they've done it, but somehow CCP has made it where our loot drops are better whenever chat is shilling. I don't know how they pulled off such tech, but we've documented it many times. Evangelism does exist. Squeam is going to go for attempt number 2. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, says Squeam. Squeam, thank you for the bits. In fact, I think Squeam just became the nerd of the day with the top bits cheered. Squeam, thank you very much for that. We have just under 2 minutes, about 100 seconds left to kick off the first hype train of the day. But we need one professional shill who is not Squeam and not Xenon to kick that hype train off. And Squeam, thank you again for the bits. Very much appreciated. Does dodged Kappa work in Eve 2? So if you dodged Kappa in-game chat, will someone gift you Omega status? I don't know if we've done the science on that. We'd have to do some experiments and find out, right? I think it's an excellent idea to spread the dodged Kappa meta to other platforms and other locations. Oof. That can is taking a turn here. Can I get through here? Yes, okay. 2, 1, corner. Traps everywhere, guys. We have 1 minute left on the hype train timer, thanks to Squeam and Xenon trying to get the first hype train of the day out of the station. Squeam has dethroned Total Eclipse as nerd of the day on the bits side. We'll get that updated in just a moment. But we're coming down on 40 seconds left to kick off our first hype train of the day. Will it make it in time? We'll find out shortly. I need to use this here. 2, 1. There's the core, but I have no coherence. And no tools. There's a tool. But it won't be enough. I need one more tool. 20 seconds left. And we hit a trap. We gotta start this can over. The hype train might whelp less than 20 seconds to find one professional shill to save it. We'll see if someone beats the timer. 2, 1. Let's go here. A suppression node we need to get rid of. Hype train does not leave station. The window has closed, but thank you, Skin. Squeam. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Obviously not how the saying goes. Oh my god, this can is going to explode, guys. There was no play to be had. That can was doomed from the start. You know what happened? Since the hype train didn't leave station, that can was auto-fail. Shame on me, it seems, Squeam. But Squeam, you are now nerd of the day. Let me get that updated real quick. Eve goals. Total Eclipse. Dethroned. Squeam added in. Squeam, nerd of the day on the bit side. Thank you very much. Nobody's claimed nerd of the day status on the gifted sub side or tip side. Leave a tip or gift a sub to claim nerd of the day status. You'll get a point for picking content for a future stream. Let's go 2, 1. Tool. There's something on this side as well. Rule of 6 across the board. 2, 1. Tool. Another tool. 3, 1, 1. So there's something over here. There's the core. Easy game, easy life. Some junk. Let's go here. There we go. Also, Squeam, you have subscription or subscriber status on Discord now. Your name is indeed blue. So much text needs voice. Xenon, thank you for the request. I will definitely look at that after the stream. I'll see if I can get into the habit of doing one Rick's recording per week. Maybe that'd be a good pacing for it. Heavy is the head. Where's the crowd? Squeam. Oh, man. So true. 3, 2, 1. There's the core. That was easy. You would love that, Xenon? I'll see what I can do. Now, it's not your responsibility, Xenon, but if you want to help out with that, just send me a link about once a week. So, like, that's this week's, right? If you send me another one, by the end of the week, I can have it looked at and prepped before next week, and that can be next week's video, and so on and so forth. We just gotta stay ahead of the curve. You look at text all day, and it's useful to have the audio version. I got you. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. You can do that? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll try to record this one this week, the one that you posted this week, and then if you can find one before the end of this week, that can be for next week's recording. That'd be great pacing to keep up with. We've got a restoration node there to get rid of. Let's go 2-1. There's something over there. We've got some rule of 6 to work with first. Need to find some tools. There we go. That was a bad click on my part. Let's grab the wrench and use it immediately. Some more tools. Found the core. Easy game, easy life. Xenon, maybe that'll be a whole new activity for me, is just simply narrating things that people post. It's just, how often do you guys see things posted only in text form these days? I mean, Rix is obviously a good example, but I mean, you know, other platforms, other services, other pieces of content you consume on a regular basis that are only in text form exclusively. It's good motivation. I want to do that for my significant other as well, because she wants to voice German Eve blog posts. Gotcha. I didn't think about that. Also, the demand for having things translated as well, I imagine would be very useful. Let's grab the wrench. Two, 1. Grab that tool. 4, 5. Into a 1. Perfect. We got a red can. A ruin. 37,000. That wasn't million. Scammed. Yet again. It's prop mod one time in this direction. Brick. Exactly, Sludge. Exactly. Alright, Elder Wolf has sent in a request for a price check on some bricks for Shillville. I'll do that as soon as I can, Elder Wolf. Probably after the stream, or probably after workout. Do all my catching up after the workout, so it lets me click buttons and do things with also recovering from the gym time. Not a tool over there. Yuck. 3, 2, 1. We have a crazy cardio workout today. Oh my god, let me see if I can find it. Go here. So the workout today is 28 minutes of cardio with a partner. So I do a round, you do a round. And the workout is doing doing 8 air squats, 12 clean and jerks, and then 18 jumping pull-ups. That's one round. Then your partner does, you know, the same work, and you're resting while they're working. And you just pass it back and forth on who's supposed to be working, who's supposed to be resting. Well, we got a tool to work with here. There's the core, we're good. Steal that. Go here. Alright, this side is, well, the side is clear. Have I only done one site? I don't know why I thought I did another site already. Let's go here.
Warp drive active.
I didn't realize this was the first site of 3. I thought I was on the second of 3 for some reason. So what's the best RSS reader nowadays? I need to subscribe to some blogs. Also, do people even know what my whole house is even talking about? I've talked to Rix about that, Xenon, and just like the whole transition of media and content, and he's like, I'm fully aware that blogs are not the usual medium nowadays. It's just, he's just so used to doing it that way. And he's always been super appreciative of me doing the recordings of them and offering commentary, and it motivates him to write more and things like that. And now that I'm in the new office, I feel like I'm settling in and I can start adding things like that to my routine and rotation, and not feel like they're, you know, getting me to be further behind schedule or anything. Oh my god, this can was an auto fail on that one. Hey Rashad, good morning. Wouldn't be surprised if blogs end up having a renaissance. It's always possible. 3, I think for blogs to have a renaissance, nerds would have to have a reason to like... What is it gonna be like vinyl? Playing music on vinyl? Like, people will go back to books and back to text at some point. Because it'll be cool. How many generations will it take to cycle around Lemon? I don't know. Rashad, what are you up to today? What are you working on? Rashad was almost one of the ones to get their VIP pruned, but I have 2 VIP badges out there. One to the all-time bits leader and one to the all-time sub-gifter. And I can't remember if Rashad is one of those or not, and I have to click a button to display all-time leaderboards for a whole day, and I haven't taken time to do that yet, and blah blah blah, so... Someday we'll find out if Rashad's VIP badge is still valid. This is not that day, but that day one day will arrive. Anarchy, right? Yeah, there's no way it's the gifted sub side. That has to be Pat's, I would imagine. No one else... Who is it, Pat? It's just you and Human. Does Human have more? Yeah, Human has more, okay. So yeah, that would have to be Human for all-time gifted, I would imagine. And I've always presumed Bits would be Dineslot, but... Without checking from time to time, it's hard to know for sure. Junk can. Yuck. Alright, let's go here first. We'll prop once and slow boat the rest of the way. He's ahead by about 100-ish. Gotcha. So we're on a level 3 Sancha Relic on our alpha character. Using our prop mod pulse since we're 20 clicks away. What do we got? We're about 100 days away, Pat, from May. What have we got? February, March, and April to get through. We're already into February. So less than 100 days away. We're going to do some SOTOR takeovers around May the 4th. Shield 4 by Pat in chat. That's where all their shield wallet points go toward. I think we figured out last time we talked about this, we have like... I have like 2 characters to finish storyline-wise. Oh my god, this can. I need tools now. Like right now. Give me that tool. That's not even going to be enough. Oh man. Yes, definitely give me that one. Put that over there. I clicked it once like a dummy. That was a total waste of resources. 5. There's nothing down there. 5, nothing over there. What the hell? I clicked into another trap before grabbing the tool because I'm dumb. So this one had a chance to succeed, but I just screwed it up. Nothing down there. Yeah, we're just screwed. Okay. 1 failure. Let's not fail it twice, especially since the first one was my fault. Grab tools. 3, 2. Nope, got blocked there. Oh boy. Grab the tool. Use that tool there. 2, 1. Nothing there. Hey, Scorn. Scorn, I almost booted up Total War this morning. Almost did it. And I was like, nope, nope. I've got work tasks I need to do. Stay productive. Stay on task. Plus, like, there's a big patch coming out in, like, what, 2 more months or something crazy? Where the hell is this core? So we've got that, which is good. That's bad. That's real bad. Well, that's bad also. All these things are bad. Fuck. Found a tool, but it was too little, too late. Red can destroyed. Probably another 100 million-isk blown up. We got Delve in there with a legitimate dodged Kappa. Hey, the hype train is in station. Stranger things have happened. We'll see what happens, Delve, but hope you're doing well. Total War Warhammer or regular Total War? Warhammer, Squeam. Total War Warhammer 3. Only 2 months away, Scorn. Only, right? It's only been, what, 2 months already since our last update? Game hasn't been released yet. Exactly. Exactly. Game has been quote-unquote released for over a year. And we're still waiting on the game to be delivered. What a scam. I mean, what a perfectly balanced business plan, of course. Let's knock this out. So let's go here. Prop twice, probably. So, Scorn, what have you been playing? What's been occupying your time with the lack of Total War? Or at least Warhammer. Exactly, Red. Rip 100 mil can, easy. Prop mod sorted, there we go. Acid says the yellow dots in the hacking game. Are they a particular % chance to be tool or trap? They could be Acid, but I don't know what the percentage is. In my mind, they're 50-50, but I can't claim to have done the science on, like, tracking how many data caches have I clicked to see if they would be a trap or a tool. If they lean one way or the other, I assume they lean toward being a trap. In my experience, they definitely don't lean toward being a tool. So maybe it's like 60-40 in my experience. Ho ho ho, there we go. 44 million in the can, 5 intact armor plates finally showing up. We still have a can to go. Let's go to this side. Squeam, Immortal Empires or campaign? Immortal Empires. Like, campaigns are fine for light casual play, but for those that play a lot of Total War Warhammer, it's all about Immortal Empires. Like, that's the actual game. Let's see. Sony's policy of only promoting one game, etc. What does Sony have to do with anything? I don't know if Sony had anything to do with Total War. Been playing about 300 hours of Destiny 2 since January. Damn. Yes, exactly that, Acid. You always ignore the data caches until you get stuck. Absolutely. 100%. Grab the tool. Uh-oh. That's a restoration node, needs to die immediately, so it doesn't improve other ones. Another one already, jeez. Oh boy. Oh boy, this can. Are we good? There we go. Yeah, that's fine. So we're back up to almost 100 mil on this cargo hold. We've got a level 1 site to warp to. Can't believe we've done 3 sites, or we've only done 2 so far. Smurf, what's your favorite Total War race? Dwarf. Definitely dwarf. For like gameplay and like aesthetics, like in most fantasy settings I'll check for a dwarf presence and like go from there. Like it's not like meta selection, right? Like, you know, who do you like playing the most, Rush? Who's the most powerful? Like that's not really a thing for me. I like playing dwarves because I can make lines of dwarves, shooties behind them, and just shoot, maintain lines, stuff like that. And then sometimes you of course get like an itch to play a different style of play, so like going like Lizardmen or something and just, well, what do you do with Lizardmen? Charge. You just march forward and kill everything. Mad Dog, any points put into Hogwarts for when it comes out? Mad Dog, I'll check your shill wallet. Let's see. Control F, Mad Dog. You've got 1,103 points. Are you saying you want your points put into requesting that game? Or are you asking if other people have? Or... need some clarification there. That makes more sense, Scorn. Sega, I gotcha. It's scored. Squeam likes the dwarfs and Vampire Coast. Yep, Vampire Coast can be a lot of fun for their playstyle too. See, Acid, I Patreoned support a guy that releases Warhammer 10mm scale STL files for 3D printing. Next month, it's dwarves. I got very excited. Awesome, Acid. Hey, Magic Man. And thank you for getting points in for the large skill injector giveaway. If anyone hasn't done so already, down below chat, there's a red button that says Get Good. Click it. That will open up your channel point menu, and from there you can put points in once per stream toward the community goal of giving away a large skill injector. We should easily hit 50% today. We're at 49% right now. Axel getting points in. Thank you, Axel. Crap. Let's go here. Grab that tool. 4-3. 2-1. Oh my god, where's the core? Where could the core be? Everywhere I go, it's more and more traps for us. 2-1. Not there. Put that over there. We're getting desperate now. 2. That click cost us. Look at that. We found the core and we have nothing to work with. That's disgusting. Let's try again. Houdini and Spongy John getting points in for the giveaway. Thank you both very much. Delv says, can we even say Dwarf in 2023? That would be politically correct. Yes, you can. Let's see. Sega doesn't like the subsidiaries to promote more than one game at a time. And right now, they have their marbles and hyenas. What the hell is hyenas? So nothing will come out for Warhammer 3 until they are done with Hyena. Huh. Oh, you're going to be playing Hog. Okay, gotcha, Scorn. I gotcha. Scorn. Smurf, have you ever played Blood Bowl? Yeah, years ago. Isn't there a new one? Is 3 coming out? Is 3 in developments? I feel like I saw a headline or something for it, Smurf. Nomtastic, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Glad you could join us today. We're on our 5th run of the Alpha to Omega for this character. Ooh, where's the stuff at? 2-1. A wrench. Consume that immediately. Trap bad. 5 means nothing in that corner. Nothing in that corner. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All the trouble. Alright, so we gotta go through here. We found the core. We're finally gonna get a ruin opened up. Do we get paid? 6 million, not a bad cam, but no plates, unfortunately. Let's go over here and catch up on chat some more. I thought so, Smurf, yeah. An acid. It's scoring. Oh my god, Delv. Yep, I remember that one too. Let me go here. Let's go there. Okay, cool. Let's catch up on chat some more. Delv says, I think the days of big MMOs are over, I think. Alright, welcome to like 2012, Delv. I'm glad you're catching up. So the MMO market, right? Once upon a time, you had like 3 flavors of ice cream to pick from. And then you had, 8,000 flavors of ice cream to pick from. But you weren't growing the player base. You weren't growing the hobby. Like, were more and more people playing MMOs? Sure. But not anywhere near the rate at which more flavors of ice cream were coming out. So that's why it seems that way. If anything, there are more people playing MMOs today than there were 20 years ago. The causation, though, is from them being split up among so many products, or different products. No company wants to play roulette with dropping hundreds of millions into a AAA MMO, yeah. Especially when Diablo Immortal makes 150 million revenue, right? Is that monthly or what? Because that can't be their total revenue, or else that'd be a waste of time. Radom getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you very much. Squeam, Immortal made so much money because a very small handful of people dumped hundreds of thousands into it. So the second part of that is correct, Squeam. There were whales, of course. That is not why that game is profitable. Not at all. Mobile games in general do not have a relevant amount of revenue generated by whales. It is not the whales carrying the game financially. $4.7 million. It's a common misconception. It's a common misunderstanding, but that isn't the way that it works. See, that's why we don't get good MMOs anymore, right? We talked about this too with, uh-oh. Uh-oh. When this guy hit local, why is there an Astero in my system? I never even noticed. Because you guys distracting me. Oh, you were talking about this a minute ago. Like, there's no... Oh, this is what we're talking about. Eve, right? Eve was and is a very ambitious business proposition, right? Like this is a very different product. It is not designed for the widest, range of user or user base. Now, obviously, they're making design changes and adding content that is more accessible to a wider range of people. And in concept, I think it's the correct thing to do. Like, just doubling down on an idea you had decades ago and wanting to force it to work doesn't make any sense, right? Does that mean every choice and decision they make is correct or great or whatever? Probably not, but I'm not going to fault them for how do we grow the user base, right? The difficulty becomes when growing the user base also includes isolating that user base from the current user base. That's where we see problems with Eve typically. But yeah, the idea of making a game for the sake of it being an enjoyable experience that will also hopefully be profitable is as dead as the idea of Nerds and Eve undocking for quote-unquote for fun of it or for the good fight. It's just an antiquated concept. FY as a nerd. Let's go to 8P9. Delve says a cheap, developed, barely maintained mobile game makes more money than middle-aged, balding men in their MMOs. You know what's crazy, Delve? This will be a shock to you. The majority of those MMO game players are balding men. That's why there's so many, boobies in it. See, Smurf, it's the starting player microtransactions for mobile games, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly, Smurf. Well, at least those are, a good example of it. It's those value, quote-unquote, value buys. Like, hey, for $1. So, typically when you start those new games, whether it's a mobile game or even a newly developed game in general, the way that the progression flows is flood the system with dopamine. Get told over and over again, great job, level up. Great job, skill up. Great job, loot drop. And it's a very high pace, and they start tapering off and slowing down and slowing down and slowing down. And at some point, it slows down to the point where you crave more, and if all you have to do is spend $1 or $2 to get it, op success. And if you're not willing to spend $1 or $2 to get it, you fuck off. Because you're not relevant to that company anymore. That's just the business of it. Let's see, Delve. I am fine with dropping $450 this year into Path of Exile supporter packages, but they are purely cosmetic, and it's what I would pay for subs in Eve 2. Right. Well, that's like the argument about, and I'm in this camp. Like, I would gladly pay $100 to $120, for a brand new finished game. Right. That's what I would prefer to see happen. But it would be dumb for a company to do it because they'll make more money by releasing something at $60. And then charging for DLC and updates, going forward. Sure, you, me, someone else in chat would be happy to drop the one-time money, have a finished product and move on. But the majority of consumers would see a $100 to $120 price tag and just bulk. Like, nope, I'm not buying that crap. Screw that. Give me my $60 incomplete game, and I'll wait for the DLC. Squeam, I'm fine with MCTs when they, or microtransactions I'm guessing, when they don't give any mechanical advantage and are purely cosmetic. Yeah, that's the debate for pay to win, right? So, keeping it strictly cosmetic makes it easier to identify pay to win. I would agree. Keeping things non-mechanical? Because then you get into, like, what about Path of Exile? Because stash and storage are not cosmetic. Those are definitely mechanical, and you definitely have an advantage, quote-unquote, when you have those stashes. To me, it's fine, though. Like, if you're playing Path of Exile so much that improved stash options are going to affect your quality of life, then you're playing the game enough to support it. But it's one of those things that has to be constantly monitored and thought about, like, where is that line for pay to win? Because a very common mistake that I see happen is people decide that their version of pay to win is also everyone else's version of pay to win. And it simply isn't true. If I'm playing a strictly PvE game, excuse me, if I'm playing a strictly PvE game, and there's no leaderboard, and there's no sense of competition, then I don't care if somebody can buy top-end loot or top-end gear or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. But that could still bother somebody else. But for me, it's like you have to have the prerequisite of competition for there to be a pay-to-win element to it. Let me scroll back and chat some more. Yeah, I haven't played in a long time, Squeam, about the Ascension thing, so I don't have a viewpoint on that one. So one nerd left and one nerd came back into local. I want to try and grab this ruin. I only just saw the Weekend Omega Pass a couple days ago. £3 here in the UK for 3 days Omega and 50 Plex. It's made me a lot happier about EVE so I can resub certain alts. Yeah, exactly, Acid. Absolutely. And that's a good example of a price point where somebody's like, look, I can't play all 30 days and I don't want to pay for a sub. I can only play like 6 to 10 days a month. And if that number is a single-digit number of days a month they can play, then all of a sudden that 3-day Omega Pass is high value, or high return on investment, I guess is a better way of putting it. Unlock that. Go here first. Go there. Nerd. Okay. Look on D-scan. Yeah, these nerds aren't anything at scanning those Smurfs, so I'm not too worried about them unless they have it pre-scanned, but we'll see. We go back to what Del was talking about. But yeah, you're right, Rush. The price for the game titles haven't been raised in 20 plus years. They haven't. And it's such a hard thing to get through to people on Delve. Like, people who think AAA titles should be $60. And it's like, no, they shouldn't. That's stupid. Like, anyone who's like, hey, I should pay $60 for a finished AAA product, that's what should be happening right now. In my mind, is completely wrong. They have absolutely no awareness of how math or money works. Like, $60 40, 50 years ago is not the same as $60 today. It just isn't. And you can't expect the same level of production on the same budget. And then people argue, well, aren't these companies making enough money? Like, yeah, with their current models of DLC and microtransactions and things like that, they're not making the money off the initial, or quote-unquote, enough money off their $60 price tag for the base game. And then also variables for company to company or studio to studio, like in terms of who's providing more or less value for the purchases that they're offering. Sure, having more inventory is technically a mechanical advantage, but having a larger inventory doesn't inherently give you any advantage in filling up that inventory. Right. Yeah, you don't have, I have a new person in local. You don't have more advantage of getting loot because you have less or more storage? Like, technically what you're saying is right, it just isn't relevant, the way I'm understanding it. Hey, local cleared out. But yeah, for the Path of Exile example, the only thing that matters is leagues, right? If you're racing to get back to mapping and then actual mapping racing like that. So it only affects a very small number of people at all. But if you don't have the storage bins sorted out in PoE, I don't mean sorted like organized, I mean purchased. But at the same time, no one playing completely free-to-play should have any expectation of being quote-unquote competitive in a league format, in my opinion. Now, someone else may feel differently, and that's totally fine and valid, and they're welcome to feel that way. It's just not something I'm going to share or see their way. I'm going to go through his chat some more. Rush, have you tried Dual Universe? I have not. I've seen streams for it, Nomtastic, but I've not played Dual Universe. The streams that I saw, the gameplay didn't entice me immediately. Not because the gameplay was bad. It just wasn't something like, oh man, I need to drop what I'm doing and play that immediately. Also, it's a type of game that, unless I have other people to play with, that can play consistently in the time windows that I'm available, it would really lower my enjoyment of the title. Like, pretty much like any survival game, right? Like, this looks like it'd be a lot of fun if I had others to enjoy it with in a specific time window that I can actually play it in. Sounds good to me. It really isn't. What's that in reference to, Rashad? Sorry. Aslan getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you very much. $60 is not going to keep the shareholders in Yachts Rush. And beyond that, 'cause that's usually the counterpoint, right? Like, you're like, well, we're just paying more to make, the people at the top richer. And to some degree, that's true. But they literally can't pay developers or staff or employees or whatever on $60 a title unless they have other ways of lowering the cost of development or production. It was just a single-player environment. Nobody has any claim to someone else's single-player environment, and no valid means of judging someone else's single-player experience or preferences. Yeah, I agree. You simply can't develop games with $60 price tags anymore. You can, but not AAA, right? I mean, that's probably what Delve meant, but I have to specify, or else you get the pedantic nerds on the internet like, look at Vampire Survivor, like it's a $3 game and it's amazing, and it is. It delivers the experience it is intended to deliver at a great price point, and they did a wonderful job. And so why can't larger studios scale that success up? It's because larger studios are not concerned about delivering a quality product or a quality experience. They're concerned with turning a profit. Like, exclusively. That's the only concern. But then people get confused and think, oh, well, so turning a profit is bad. It's like, no, turning a profit is the point. Like, if they're not getting paid to make the product, why would they make the product? But as with anything, when it's taken to an extreme, and your sole concern becomes how do we get something back on our investments, and that's the only concern, you're going to sacrifice quality real quick. Rashad, $60 is like a tank of gas, right? Oh yeah, so Rashad was talking about the whole like $60 ain't what it used to be kind of a thing. That's what I've heard about Daok. Dark Age of Camelot. I never got to play it myself. It was already dead before I heard about it. But I've heard nothing but amazing feedback for it. Like, I'm sure nothing's perfect, and I'm sure there were quirks and complaints to be had on certain topics, but overall, I've had people overwhelmingly tell me positive things about Daok compared to negative. See, I know, just throwing the bait out there, nuance being dead and all, yeah, exactly. Hollywood has similarly moved away from mid-budget films, like which dominated the 80s. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, if you're not making the next big MCU film, or you're not getting the right star power into your project, no one wants to produce your film, right? Just not with games we like. And that's the hard part for people to understand, Delve. People don't want to hear that they've been marginalized. People don't want to hear that, hey, you on your PC gaming are now not the largest driving force of game sales, right? To compare video game development to film production, a company is less likely to invest in middling profits when a major budget yields commiserately larger margins. Exactly. Why, as an investor or as a producer, why put your money into an investment that is going to make you less money than another investment? The only reason to do that is passion, right? The only reason you would do that is if you were emotionally invested in the project itself. And both for gaming and films, or entertainment in general, that's what has to happen. That's right, Jay. Anybody in chat could be the one to do it. We're at 49% right now. If anybody hasn't done so or doesn't know about it, down below chat, there's a red button that says Get Good. Click it. That will open up your channel point menu and get your points in for the large skill injector giveaway. It could be any person now to make it tick that 50% mark. It's always a price point versus volume problem. The larger your volume, the lower your price can be, since distribution is basically free at this point. In certain industries, right? Depends on the good and the industry we're talking about. That's a lot of new SIGs. There's also a lot of nerds in local. 4B goes into WISO. Let's go there. You guys have done it. There it is. 50%. Snoop Dogg getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you very much. I'll go back and chat and scroll back up to see where I missed. Fonsui, turns out you didn't pull range. You just lined up some really great shots for him, Aramar. Do what? Smurf, I'm getting a little tired of the superhero genre. Feel like they're flogging a dead horse, in my opinion. Haven't seen a decent horror film in years. And that's the issue, right? We get this in watching games be developed too, right? A new update comes out. Well, they didn't update the content that I like, so clearly they updated content that I don't like at the cost of updating content that I do like. And so it vilifies it, right? I haven't gotten a decent horror film in years because of all the superhero genre. Now, those two things, strictly speaking, are completely unrelated, right? Like, there's no truth, no veracity, no accuracy in that idea. Except, yes, somewhere along the line, there's less money in the system because more money is being invested in superhero genre because it's more successful. But if you wait until what, like basically September, October, maybe they're gonna start even earlier in like August. What do you get every Halloween season? Probably some crappy quality horror film, I presume at this point. It's all commercialized, right? I got you now, Fonsui. It's like, what in the hell is Fonsui even talking about? I got you now. Let's see, Asa, I heard on the radio the other day that in 2022, the video game market was bigger than the music and film TV markets for the first time. Yeah, there's money in video games more than ever before, but not for PC and not for console. Mobile is the leading juggernaut now. Who among us has not typed in the wrong chat box, right? Exactly. In software specifically? Oh yes, nobody's minting discs anymore. Yep, that's true, Airmar. It's all digital. I gotcha, Fonsui. Tim says, go watch Smile. I'm guessing that's a reference for recommended horror film, maybe? Owie getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you, Owie. Rashad wants to be a superhero? Rashad, what would your superpower be, Rashad? Hey, Shosundar. The horror genre doesn't have the same market breadth as the superhero genre. Lots of people do not like being scared as entertainment. Well, it doesn't mean that the genre shouldn't exist, right? And the genre's been around forever. Like, now, if your point, Squeam, is instead that the horror genre shouldn't be as large and developed as the superhero genre, then I would agree. From a business perspective, like, for the reasons you stated, right? Like, of course, there's going to be more money in that one. Except the boys show. That was a superhero genre I can get behind. Smurf Aramar getting points in for the giveaway. Thank you, Aramar. Crimpy, good morning. Crimpy. I gotta tell the story of Duran getting bit at preschool. While I'm still thinking about it. Waffle Man. I don't want to know where those waffles are coming from, Rashad. I'm not gonna ask. I already know Rashad wants to generate an infinite number of waffles, and I do not want to know where Rashad's gonna pull those waffles from. So, Crimpy, I go pick up Duran sometime last week, like late in the week. I think it was Thursday. And as soon as I walk in the door, the very, very sweet lady comes walking up. She's like, so, Duran got bit earlier in the day. I'm like, oh, okay. What time was this? Because I was looking at his arm. I could see the bite marks. I'm wondering, like, what I'm seeing to a timetable of what it looks like. You know, how bad was it? And she's like, yeah, it happened about an hour ago. I just now got a chance punching into the reports and blah, 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 blah. He's fine. And, you know, I'm looking at it, and he's fine. He's not, you know, there's no skin broken. There's just like a bite mark. And just listening to her talk. And so she's explaining it, and they're very careful, right? Because I have to be for liability issues. Like, so the other child, right, being very generic, no name, no gender references. and little man, he don't care. He's very hopped up in my arms, and we're just talking and catching up on the day. And she got to the setup, which was they were outside playing, and Duran was on the merry-go-round, and another child was trying to get onto the merry-go-round while it was spinning, so they were trying to stop it. He was trying to stop the other child from getting onto the ride or something, and so the kid goes chomp and just like latches onto his forearm, and the lady was telling me he just looked up at me, and she's like, I'm already in motion, I'm coming over, I'm on the way. But he never stopped trying to get the other kid to stay off the ride. And I'm putting a lot of my own spin on this, Crimpy. Like, a lot of my own projection. Because, like, he was probably more surprised than anything else, right? Like, the heck is this? You know, this never happens at home. Like, what the bleep? He was probably more surprised than anything else, but I can just imagine, like, all right, well, that didn't get you anywhere. And you're still not getting on this ride, so screw off. Why is my arm all purple? You know, like... Oh, man. Hell yeah, Crimpy. But yeah, I'm sure he's more shocked than anything else. See, Squeam, while it should exist, the profit margins are going to be smaller. Yeah, absolutely, Squeam. I agree. Like that scene in the new Spider-Man where the three of them are discussing... Oh, sorry, chat jumped on me. Where the web fluid is coming from. Exactly, Erevar. Dragon, thank you for hanging out with us. Let me do a quick high-sec buyback contract, guys, and then we'll catch up on chat some more. But I want to do this real quick so I can wrap the recording of this episode of the Alpha to Omega. So we're going to select all of our loots. And then down below the video in the description, you're going to have a link for HiSec buyback, which I'm going to show on the screen here. This will be nearly 200 million. I'm hoping we see at least like 160, 170 of it. This is 160. Copy that. Right click, create contract. Come back to the actual game there. Punch in HiSec buyback. Hit next. Take the first option. Go there. Paste in the number that the website gave you. And boom. Typically within the hour we'll get paid out. Another 160 million. Taking us close to 600 million at the end of our fifth session. Now this session was 2 hours. This was a pretty long session. We found a lot of sites. We failed like at least 2 or 3 cans, which was unfortunate, but hey, that's part of it. You just get over it and move on to the next. That's the fastest thing to do. But yeah, let me get the timestamp real quick. We'll do 205 or 206. Let's go to edit room. 2723. And we'll do 106, and that's the episode. We'll see you in the next one.